live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our very first live here on YouTube. This is my first live, so bear with me here. And Neiman is back behind the camera. He's going to be moderating for me, so he's going to
Hi, everyone.
He's going to be answering, well, he's going to be asking your questions for me to answer here in a little while. We will get rolling here in just a few minutes. We're going to let some more people pop on. In the meantime, let us know where you're from in the comments. We would love to know where our viewers are viewing from. Again, just thank you so much for being here. I think our viewers are popping on.
Yep, we have, let's see. I got to find where I can see all the analytics here. Okay, so Cassandra Jones might have been the first one in here. Was also the first one to comment.
Okay.
And she says, so excited. I will be starting my flipping journey in 2 weeks. I have 3 pieces to flip already, waiting until my summer uni course is done. I am also going to be a teacher. I love this concept of paying off student loans by flipping furniture. So cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, Cassandra. Thanks for popping on, and good luck when you start in 2 weeks, and congratulations on being a teacher here coming up.
So, and I'm pretty sure she might be from the UK or Britain, because I think it's referred to like as uni in that part
university.
Yeah, whereas we call it college or anything. I remember talking to somebody on the train in Colorado when that was in Oregon. Okay, so Melissa Camara says, so excited for this live event. So,
hello, Melissa. Thanks for being here.
Candace Farnsworth says, can't wait. As well as Lori Goodwin.
Well, we can't wait either.
Welcome, ladies. Stacy Williams says, so excited to interact with you live. You are such an inspiration.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, this is fun. I already am liking the live interaction and being able to read the comments and everything. I know it's a little different for you.
So yeah, I can't see any of the comments. We kind of have it set up so that Neiman is going to be moderating here for me. So he's going to kind of ask the questions that you guys put on there, and we'll start those questions in a little while. We're going to start out with our June recap numbers here in just probably a minute or so. And then we're kind of going to talk about our plans for July. We've got a lot of fun things planned for July content, so keep on the lookout for that. We're going to also talk about updates of our furniture funding teachers fund and all of those teachers that have applied. And then we're also just going to open it up for that Q&A toward the end.
Yeah, and they'll have to bear with us. Our connection here is a little iffy. Not iffy, but it's not the strongest. It's not the weakest. So if we do jump out, just stay patient and
cross your fingers that doesn't happen. though.
It'll pop back up. But I want to go through. We have a bunch of comments. So before we even get rolling, I'd like to
maybe just say first names and what they said real quick.
Laura Broom. I can't. It just naturally. Laura says, so excited. Will he make an appearance? Hi.
I told him that he should come over here, but he's better behind the cam. But he'll probably come over here in just a little while.
She'll get the fingers for now. The good fingers, though. Not Debbie says, any minute now. We're here, Debbie. And then P. Fields, congratulations. I've been following your journey. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Flipping Clean Mama, so excited. Rachel from Canada says, wow, she's excited. Wendy Lawton is counting down, so we're trying to catch up on the comments. The Furniture Guy says, hi. Tina Spencer says, here we go. Hello from Wisconsin. Hello from Ohio, from Massachusetts, from Alabama. Kentucky here. Hi. California.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Nashville, Tennessee.
How many people do we have?
That's a great question. It looks like concurrent viewers, we have 163.
All right.
208 concurrent up there. Florida, Toronto, San Diego, Oklahoma, Alabama, Looks like Alabama's winning right now.
Alabama. Hello, Alabama.
That sounds like we might have to take a trip to Alabama. Let's see who.
I don't think I've been there yet, so that would be a good state to cross off the list here soon.
No doubt about it. North Central Missouri, Magnolia, Texas, suburb of Houston. So is Magnolia like Chip and Joanna Gaines there?
No.
Is that in Magnolia?
No, that's in Waco.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
Bears. Waco
He's
Bears.
from Texas and he still doesn't know.
Well, yeah. Cheryl is from Webster, New York, teacher.
Oh, hi Cheryl. Thanks for being here.
And then we have Tina from Michigan, not the Newcastle, but just Newcastle, UK. Wow. Okay, I want to try to. I'm gonna go faster.
Oh my
Flipping Clean Mama, hello from your fellow flipper in York, Nebraska.
Oh, that's close to home. That's about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Or maybe even less. An hour and a half-ish.
I always remember driving by York because that big, like colored water tower.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the universal stops. I feel like for in between if you're driving
Like
from
if you're
Nebraska
going to Colorado, yeah.
It's like they timed out when people have to use the restroom and they landed in York from Colorado to Nebraska. Howdy y'all, Out the Mud Ministry. Hello from Jordan, New York, New Jersey. How can I get started? Tommy asks that, but Tommy will be.
Yeah, we'll be answering some questions here toward the end of our live stream. We've got a few things planned first, like our June recap numbers, as we usually do at the first of the month.
We just thought, this was it's summertime, we have more time on our hands, and we wanted to do, you came to me with the idea earlier this week. Tell them a little bit.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I think that it would be really fun. We're pretty busy, so I thought that it would be a fun time to go ahead and just stop what we're doing and get on here live, just do some live interaction, something that we've never done before. You guys, it's been 7 months since we first started our YouTube channel, so I just want to continue to express our gratitude for all of our viewers. It has been just a wild journey that we never could have expected. Neiman's laughing. What's so funny?
Your dad says, hello from your driveway.
Oh gosh. We kicked my parents out of the house, and so they're in the driveway. So hi, Mom and Dad. Hello from my driveway.
How do I boot people from the chat? I thought I blocked him from getting.
Did he do a super chat?
No, he didn't do a super chat.
Dang
What's a super chat anyway?
Super chats are where you can actually donate some money, and then your comment will get highlighted. Excuse me. Your comment will get highlighted, and we are actually, during the Q&A, we're going to be really prioritizing those super chats. So if you feel so inclined, we would love a donation also.
Do you take Bitcoin or crypto?
No.
Okay. How about
Not yet.
How about kidneys?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good
Sorry
on
for
my
everybody
kidneys.
out there trying to give a kidney away. Okay, so let's keep on with the comments. Hello from Fort Benning, Georgia. Juno Beach, Florida. I feel like we drove by there on the way up from the Everglades. Maybe. Let us know. Let's see what her name was. We have a ton of comments. Holy cow. Thank you guys. Hold on. Wow. I can barely read. Okay.
We're not going to get to all of your comments. Please know that, but please know that we see them, and we will be definitely going back to them after the live stream is over as well. But I think here in just a minute, we're going to get started with our June recap numbers.
Out of the Mud Ministry says, you're just adorable, Lauren. I'd agree to that. And then Christina says, hello, I'm so excited for this live. Welcome, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Melissa says hi.
Christina who? Oh.
Christina S.
Oh, okay.
She's
I thought
mysterious.
it was someone that I knew.
Krista Wilkins from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Karina, excuse me. Obsessed with your makeovers. So proud of you.
Thanks, Karina. Thanks for being here.
Joke's on her, guys. I do half the flips. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Don, Don Marie from Pittsburgh. Hello from Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
We've been to Las Vegas. 21st birthday. That was a pretty
Cousins.
fun experience for sure.
That's right. Went with the whole family.
Yep, whole family trip. Then we took a little detour down to see the Grand Canyon and the Red Rocks, and it was just a great time.
Shout out to Aaron helping me win lots of money on the craps table, but then also being a contributing factor to me losing a lot of money on the craps table.
Oh my god.
Or maybe that was just the free drinks. I don't know. I like having your face on there.
Oh my gosh, my reactions to what you're saying.
Sorry, okay, I'll keep going. Tammy says, oh, fantastic. I love watching y'all. Jesus, New Jersey, Wales. Love your channel. You do amazing work. That's Deborah Slack. Hi, Deborah. We know Deborah.
You do?
Well, she is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, Deborah.
Oh, Cassandra, to answer back to the uni thing, says, because I was running out of characters when typing out my message.
Ah, gotcha, Cassandra.
Nope, you're a Brit. Okay, I just went to South Florida, Alabama. Alabama's definitely winning. Debbie Keller says, love watching your tutorials, such a good teacher. Annie Reed checking in from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Christina Mascari is pretty distressed.
Hi, Christina. Thanks for being here.
She says hi. Cheryl from California. Angela the vegan says North Texas, Van Alstyne, Texas. I'm not too sure where that is. So excited to see you on live. Love your videos so much. We got Dallas in the house, Houston. Why did you quit? Why did you quit your job? Did you like the job? So that's a good question. I think we can answer a little bit later.
Yeah, for sure.
Christina says, of course, your stream looks flawless. I need a Neiman in my life. Here's a Neiman hand in your life.
Oh, he's been basically working on this all day long. I tried to paint. Nope, not happening today. He's like, nope, I'm done. So we didn't get much flipping done today. We were totally working on our live stream setup. He went to Best Buy like 4 times. Okay, that was a lie, but once. And but he, he's a photographer / videographer, has been for the past 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now.
2016.
So he's done wedding photography, sports photography, and videography. Just basically anything, you name it, he's done it. So that is why our videos are pretty decent, I would say. I would call them pretty decent. The cinematography is all due to Neiman, so I cannot take credit for any of that. He's trying to take credit for my furniture. Nope, that's me, and he's behind the camera. He always gets mad because I don't say he's my boyfriend. I say that he is the man behind the cam. By the way, if you thought that he was my husband, no ring here. So that is going to be a no. So far, at least. I don't know. Everyone thought that he's my husband, but just boyfriend at this point. Boyfriend of 5 years.
Look at that. Who's over there? I don't see anybody.
All right. How many people do we have?
We have
here?
305 people. It's weird because I think this is over an average of time. It's 305 people right now. Yep.
Okay.
84 likes.
Are we ready to get started?
Not yet. Unless we should. Comment down below if we should get started. There's a bunch of comments. I would like to acknowledge everybody for joining us tonight.
I understand, but I just...
Okay, alright.
It's in 15 minutes, so...
Already?
Yeah, 7:14. So let's go ahead and get started with our June recap numbers, you guys. June was a little bit rough as far as actual selling of pieces goes for me. So you guys know our channel is a lot based around the furniture, but then also a majority of it is also based around the profits that we get. And this month has just been pretty slow with profits. So we're going to start out with flip number 1. It's going to be a little bit different than our normal recaps. We're not going to have that B-roll and things, but we will have some pop-ups on the screen for you guys to see and be reminded of. So let's go ahead and go with flip number 1. Are we good? And it hasn't sold yet, so we're just waiting for that one. It's in our storage unit, and hopefully that one will go soon. I had it listed at $425. Now it is down to $375, so send me some good vibes here, and we'll hopefully get that one out of here shortly. Let's go on to number 2.
Okay, so we are having technical difficulties on the audio, so I'm going to have to add. Again, this is our first one, so we're definitely ironing out the kinks, and we wanted to pop the slides up for you guys, but it sounds like when we pop the slides up, we're having a hard time hearing, so I am going to read through some more comments, and we're going to get back into it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's answer a question.
Okay.
Just so I can get that figured out, but we can kind of keep things going. So let's see. I think that question about why did you quit your job? So this is Figgy Flips, and she or he asks, why did you quit your job, and did you like the job? So.
Okay, so for my job and why I resigned. So we did a video right after the end of the school year, just kind of sharing with you guys the reasoning that I resigned. So if you haven't checked that video out, be sure to check that out. But I can go into a little bit more detail here right now. So I have been a teacher for 3 years. I actually started my college in 2014 and then did 4 years, and then during my first year of teaching I did a master's program, an accelerated master's program. So I got that done in my first year of teaching. I was doing those programs while teaching simultaneously, so that was a really hectic year. But
tell them about the cadre program, because you got your master's from the University of Nebraska Omaha, and they offer something called the cadre program. So tell them a little bit about that.
So basically the cadre program was when I got accepted, I was an employee, or I was not an employee. I was an employee of Bellevue Public Schools, and then I was also a student at UNO. And basically from there, we took 13 to 14 months of classes where I was able to do classes on the weekends and the nights and do homework throughout the week. But I was also doing my classroom teaching, so I was a full-time teacher and a full-time student.
It's pretty intense.
It was pretty intense. And then I had a supervisor, and she would come into my classroom. She was actually employed by Bellevue Public Schools as well as an instructional coach, but she would come into my classroom and she would help me 5 hours a week in my classroom with whatever I needed. And so that was really awesome because there was a lot of support there. And then also with just getting that master's degree in 1 year really allowed me to accelerate that, and then I learned so much in that year, and it really helped me grow from one level to the next.
So that brought you into finally getting out of that master's program and then not becoming a teacher, but teaching full time.
Yeah. So I was always teaching full time, but once I graduated from that, then I became a teacher with a master's degree, and I felt like that really just kind of helped me in my classroom the next 2 years that I was a teacher. And then of course COVID with the previous school year, not this past year, but the 2020, when we all had to stop teaching.
Talk about your experience too. Like, I want to kind of go into that. Like, so in March, obviously COVID hit everybody at the same time, but how people were impacted, especially our teachers, was a little bit different. So tell them, starting from there.
Yeah, so that kind of leads into how I got started flipping as well. So in March, everything was shut down, and then we basically were just at home, and I had some Zoom meetings here and there, but basically had a lot of free time. And so after that, I told my parents that I wanted to revamp their kitchen. This is actually their kitchen that we are sitting in right now. And it was all red and white, and then the cabinets were brown. This table was even brown. And basically what we did was my dad and we did all of this. He says that I did 95% of the work, which, I don't know, maybe 85% of the work. He helped me quite a bit. I painted the walls, we redid the floors, we got a new countertop, I did the backsplash. And then moral of the story is this table was brown, and then I wanted to change it because I wanted to keep the same table. So I said, well, I can do that. And so this is my first flip, and it's been a year now, and it's held up really well. This was the Rust-Oleum smoked glaze. So that was my first project. And then after that, I got a piece from Goodwill. This wasn't our first video ever launched on YouTube, but I know that was 7 months ago, so I'm gonna do a little recap, a little bit of nostalgia here. But I got that piece from Goodwill for $10. I refinished it. That took me probably 2 or 3 days, and I stained the top, painted it white. It was very farmhouse, distressed and all that. And then I went ahead and sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $100. And so that was a total profit of $90, minus, of course, the materials for getting started. But I was just super stoked that I had gotten that much of a profit. So after that, the rest basically was history. This summer is way different than last summer. Let me just tell you that, because with COVID, everyone was at home scrolling Facebook Marketplace. I would finish a piece and it would get sold that same day, like majority of the time. So this year, this summer, this month particularly has been a little bit of a realization about probably how real things work on Facebook Marketplace, where, it's not always everyone on there all the time, but you've just got to kind of ride the roller coaster and figure out what's kind of going to be the flow. And then,
but going back to the question, so like the school year started up, and this is like technically your last school year, but you were selling pieces left and right, so it was kind of an adjustment going back to school, and you were missing it a lot, not being able to flip. So just take us through your thoughts through this past year as you started the YouTube channel, you were teaching at the same time.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy, but from August, September, October, it really, from August to September to October, I was flipping just on the side of teaching as I have been this whole entire past school year. But not until November, end of November, did we start doing the YouTube channel. So that basically became 2 full-time jobs. But just to answer the question, I really did enjoy my job as a teacher. Was it difficult? Yes. Was it hard at times? Yes. But I really adored the kids, especially. That is going to be the hardest part. And I keep saying this, but I really don't think that it's completely hit me, because as a teacher, I am, supposed to be on break right now because it's summer. So I think in August it'll really hit me to where I'm like, wow, I'm not getting ready my classroom for my next set of kids. I'm not ready, or I'm not going to be going back as a teacher. And so I think that's the time that it'll really hit me. But to answer your second question about how come I quit my job or I resigned is, I'm young. We're having a complete blast. Doing this FFT community is amazing. It's really fun to get to work with Neiman every day in and day out, and be creative and come up with so many new ideas, getting to meet all of you guys. You guys have kept me going through the whole entire school year of flipping and teaching. I was talking to my mom the other day, and she was like, how did you flip and teach and still be okay? And I was like, you know what, I don't really know how I did that, because I feel like we're go just as much as, or if not more, as we were when I was teaching full time. So
cool. All right, so we got everything figured out. I think that was a great question, and we have 370 viewers now, so welcome in, everybody.
Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Are we ready to get back started then?
Yeah, so just to do a little recap though, just quickly for everybody that has joined us, we've gone through 2 flips.
Okay, so we went through the buffet, which I spent $60 on. $55 total between cost and materials. Sold that one basically the next day to someone for $275, so it's a profit of $220.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to flip number 3. Sorry about that interruption. All right, so flip number 3 was the mint dresser, the chest of drawers, and I had gotten that one for about $40, spent about $15 in materials, used Dixie Belle's mint julep, and I sold that for $275 about a week later. So that one wasn't sold in the video, but now it is.
How did you get that dresser? Where did you get that from?
I got that dresser from Facebook Marketplace. Someone actually reached out. They saw me posting other finished pieces, and they were like, well, my mom is getting rid of these, would you be interested? So there was actually this one, and then there was another one that was a match to this one, and we'll get to that one in just a second.
Cool.
That total profit was $220. This coffee table, if you're not over on Dixie Belle's channel, we are there every Friday for our FFT Fridays. This one was on there 2 weeks ago, and this was the coffee table. I got it for free at a garage sale, spent about $10 in materials, sold it for $70, so total profit of $60. So head over to Dixie Belle's channel after we're done here tonight so that you can check that out.
I just want to say personally, thanks to Dixie Belle too, they've been an amazing company to work with, and they've supported us since day one. I'm saying underneath 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
They've really been supportive of your mission and
sure.
of our mission to help teachers. So I'm really excited for the future and their participation to help more teachers alongside us. So shout out to Dixie Belle and Natalia, yeah. Cool. I just wanted to say that.
All right. So number 5 is this wallpaper dresser, and this one I got for $40. It was actually a part of a bigger set that I'm using the other furniture from that set for some different things. And so this one specifically was $40, and unfortunately I also haven't sold this one. And a lot of comments were that I should have put the wallpaper all together kind of down the drawers, but the wallpaper wasn't long enough for the drawers. So unfortunately it didn't quite match up correctly for me to be able to do that. And this was my first time, so now I know, get longer wallpaper if I want to do this, but hopefully someone will like that soon. Number 6 was this end table that I got for $10 at a garage sale. I have it listed at $80 or $90 on Marketplace right now. I've gotten some interest, but still no sales just yet. And I did that one in Melange's new color. It's actually not called Bare Naked anymore. It's called Sophie's Pink. So they decided to change the name to name it after their daughter instead. So that was a cool change there. And then we've got the TV stand also over on Dixie Belle's channel. That was last Friday, and I got this for $15 at a garage sale as well. If you didn't know, I love garage sailing. If you guys like garage sailing, let me know in the comments, because you can find some pretty good deals. Sometimes people want to sell their furniture for quite a bit, but sometimes you run across some pretty good deals as well. So
it blows my mind at garage sales sometimes. Just people don't know what they have on their hands, and
yeah, sometimes. But then sometimes people don't
think
understand that it's a garage
gold.
sale, and the reason people go to garage sales is to get good deals. But
yeah.
So I got this one for $15. They were using it as like an aquarium stand, and then I just cleaned it up, painted the bottom green, Hampton olive actually, and this one's over on Dixie Belle's channel, like I said, last Friday, so check that out. $110 profit there. Oh, the French Provincial, 8, 9, 10, and 11, because it was a 4-piece set. So the cost was $100 that I got this whole entire set for, and I sold it for $950. So I sprayed this one with my sprayer, and it made it go by a lot faster. And we actually did end up delivering it for another $50, so technically I guess you could say we sold it for $1,000.
Touching!
But it was worth it for the customer, and I definitely earned my money's worth, because this flip took me probably about 15 hours. It was just pretty big. And so total profit there of $850 or $900 if you include the delivery. And then this one, you guys actually haven't seen yet, but you might notice it's actually the matching dresser to the other green one, because shout out to Georgina up in Minnesota. If you're on here, hello, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Minnesota.
She is coming to get this dresser. She reached out about the other one, but it had sold that day. And so then I was like, well, I have this one, and it also has a mirror, just not pictured. So cost of that one, between the cost of the dresser and the materials, $50. Sold it to her for $350 and getting a profit of $300. That one will be on Dixie Belle's channel tomorrow, so get subscribed over there. Okay, the 13th flip was this dining set. This one was really close to my heart because, as you guys know, it was in here actually at one point when I was younger. This is the dining set that my parents had here in our kitchen. And so for the cost, it was free because my brother and sister-in-law had been using it, and then it was to go to Neiman and I, and since we don't have a place, we just decided to flip it. And so we are still waiting for that to sell as well. I know it's a really specific one. Neiman?
I was right. Everybody was saying, I love it, but hey, numbers talk. That's what I've been
but you
taught.
like other pieces that haven't sold, so...
Debatable.
Wow. Okay, but anyway, that'll sell. I just know it. If not, I guess I'll just have to go over maybe the top of the table with gray again and just change it up a little bit, but we'll see. I'm confident eventually. You guys, I have some awesome news that I'm going to tell you in like a few minutes because it's so exciting. Hold on. Oh, this one. Okay, this is next week on Dixie Belle's channel. I forgot to write that on the slide, but this one was fun. Also close to my heart because these are my Nana's chairs in her kitchen. So at the top, that's how they did look. Now they are primary colors, and she is redoing her kitchen. She just loves bright colors, and so she is redoing her kitchen to be more bright, and she wanted each chair a different color. The table is gonna stay a wood, and yeah, so I was able to use my sprayer on these and do each one in different colors. So again, subscribe over on Dixie Belle's channel because that one will be next Friday. So, drum roll, this is our total profit in June. We had a total profit of $1,760. That I want to show you, and I forgot to put anything regarding this on the slides, but if you remember the green, olive green, collard greens vintage buffet that I did way back in April, it finally sold. The first weekend in April is when I did it, and it finally sold. So that's April, May, June. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I sold that 2 days ago. And I got a total of $375. So spent $70 on it. That one was a pretty good profit of $305. We loved that piece. A lot of you guys told me that you loved that piece. So, you know.
Still very confused on how that took that long.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, that just goes to show you be patient, which is why I'm not too caught up in that some of these pieces haven't sold also. So that is the numbers for June. We are at $1,760 for June.
So definitely a much slower month, and it makes a lot of sense though, because I feel, I mean, basically everybody missed out on a summer last year, and so that's what we're seeing right now is a lot of people just out and about living life, not really focused on home remodeling or new furniture, just living life now. So
traveling. At least that's the excuse we're going to give, because we actually don't know for sure. But
but even 1760, you know, we have to be grateful
that's not
for,
bad at all.
You know what I mean? And like, you're doing what you love. So that's, at the end of the day, what I think matters is a lot
But I just want you guys to always know that if your things aren't selling, it's not just you, it's all of us. I think that it's kind of around the area, around the furniture flipping community right now. People are like, it's not selling, but be patient, it will sell.
And I think too, don't take it personal. It's like my favorite quote is, "Don't take it personal. It's just, it's business. It's not personal." So because your stuff isn't selling, like, you don't sit over here and question yourself.
Sometimes I do.
You do, but I didn't let you too long, I hope. But just don't take it personal. Keep continuing to work hard and to get better at your craft, paying attention to the details.
Yep.
And I'm saying this as if I paint the stuff, but I watch enough and I'm very...
Yeah, he's my quality control now, because apparently sometimes,
Yeah.
All right, let's move.
Hold on, I want to get into the comments. There's been a ton of comments.
Okay.
And it's... I mean, I think we're running... I thought we were going to be done by now, but I think it's flowing really well, so let's just continue on with comments here. So, if you don't mind...
I just wish I could see
Oh, sorry. Just saw this. Hello from Phoenix, home of the Phoenix Suns. This, I will get in front of the camera. I just want to say it has been my entire life. I cannot get in here. I know I'm not that big. It has been my entire life that we have been waiting for I have been waiting for the Phoenix Suns to get into the NBA Finals. We've gotten so close during my childhood when we were playing LA and San Antonio. It was like those two teams were always knocking us out. And we just made it to the NBA Finals. I just saw a comment from a local native. Rally the Valley, baby. We got it done. We're going to the finals. Okay, I'll go back over there.
There was your little sight of Neiman.
Okay, so sorry, Linda. Bunsei Buns, you are the MVP of this live stream. But anyway, we'll continue on. Go Suns. Hey Lauren, love watching your journey from Ohio. Just finished my first dining room set. That's huge.
That is awesome. That is awesome because I keep saying it. I've done 3 or 4 dining sets now, and I'm like, never again. But then another one pops up. But I know they are a lot of work, so great job.
Brandon, I don't know how to say BT Treasures.
Okay.
He says, good evening, everybody.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for being here.
Awesome. He does awesome work.
Yeah, for sure. He has a YouTube channel also, so check him out, BT Treasures, and also over on Instagram. He does awesome furniture remakeovers. Makeovers.
He's only 17, right? He's
yeah, 17 in Canada, so.
Killing the game. Tina says, hi, you're such an inspiration. Margaret Carey from Florida. Maggie, she says, Maggie, we need to visit you in Florida right now. We'll be there in October, so we'll be on the east side?
Yeah.
Yep. Time flies when you're having fun. Damn right.
Yes.
Somebody said, hey, Brandon, I love you and you love your work. Awesome work once again.
Yes.
Retired teacher Grace says hello. She loves the work.
Hello, Grace.
Logan from Out of the Mud Ministry says, I love mom and dad. We love them too. Oh, somebody says we should make your dad a chat moderator.
Oh, gosh. So he can respond to all of you guys.
Or just me and him back here. I feel like we would end up taking over the show, guys. We probably don't want that. Michelle from New Orleans says, hi, West Virginia. What an inspiration you are. You're a great example of making the dream happen. Hi from Western Massachusetts. That's Deanne, or Diane.
Hello, Diane.
And Sassy Matson asks, hi Lauren, are you missing your kiddos yet?
Yes, for sure.
Annie Reed started flipping after watching you. It's been just 2 months now, and I have flipped 17 pieces.
Wow.
Thank you for your inspiration. She's also started an Instagram page called It's About Flippin' Time.
Keep it up. That is awesome. 17 flips, 2 months. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Great name. Everybody go give Annie Reed a follow at It's About Flippin' Time. Burleson, Texas. Martha Gomez. I lived there I went my freshman year. I lived in Burleson, Texas. Huge high school. Craziness. Tammy Felter. Oh, yeah. Tim cast the super chat. It's a great way to pick up some extra cash. There's no money below, so no super chats. So we didn't turn on an option, so not too sure. It's okay. There will be more. Again, this is our first time, so.
Yeah. Darn, I guess we didn't know.
I was just more focused on the production quality, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that and the content itself. We'll worry about those shenanigans later. We enjoy this with you guys. I love and always look forward to watching your videos. I would love to see you try to paint an upholstered chair. I have one I have been thinking of painting, and I would love to watch you try it. That's Miss Edwina.
That's on the list. That's on the long list of content ideas that we've got. Hopefully by the end of this year, I will tackle an upholstered chair with some paint.
I think that's a perfect transition into
what we've got coming up for July. All right, so in July, we're not going to give you all the details because you think we're crazy. We want you guys to tune in, of course. So here in the first 2 weeks of July, we're going to continue just flip here at home. And then in the second half of July, for about 10 days, we're going to be going on a road trip for 2 collaborations they are also some fellow YouTubers. Should I tell them where we're going?
No, the YouTubers was already enough.
Oh gosh, sorry. Well, there's tons of furniture flipping YouTubers, so just stay tuned, you guys. Get subscribed, and we have so much, even after July, like there's just so much that we've got in our little heads.
Little. No comment.
Yeah, but we literally just have so many content ideas, and in July, that's what we've got planned. I know it's not very mind-boggling right now, but just so that you've got that heads up, 2 collaborations at the end of July, and you guys are not going to want to miss it. I'm sure that you guys already watch these 2 other furniture flippers, so you're going to you're going to have fun. We're going to have fun when we get to team up and do a little bit of friendly competition, even though Neiman thinks that there's no friendly competition. It's like you got to win. So
no such thing. I'm out for blood. I'm out for blood.
So you know who you are.
Yeah, no, I think, to say the least, we have a whole bunch of firsts coming up in July.
Yeah. Yep.
We're throwing corks
Here's the first one.
We're throwing corks in the storyline.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
There's also some other things that you just have to wait.
Coming soon, though. Very, very soon.
Yeah, so real quick, kind of leading into August, for the past several months, we have been going through our teachers that have applied for our furniture funding teachers fund, the support fund for helping teachers with student loan debt and then also classroom expenses. And so to date, we have about 100 teachers that have applied, and we are just going through those right now. We've got around 20 picked out, I would say.
Yeah.
And so basically the plan is that in August, we will be releasing those 5 teachers' names that we have chosen for our first round. So that is another thing for you to stay tuned.
It's been really exciting. It's been a lot of applications and a lot of stories to go through, and it's really hard even just deciding
choosing. Yeah. There's so many great stories that
we want to help everybody, but with limited amount of resources right now, we have to select it to 5, so that's the hardest part. We want to help all of these teachers, but choosing 5 has been proving to be a lot more
hence
difficult.
why it's taken so long.
Yeah, but all in good time. I don't think things like that should be rushed anyway. So.
Right.
Somebody says, let's go to some comments.
Let's go to some questions.
Some questions.
Gee. Let's open it up. Q&A starting now. Remember though, we're not going to get to all of them. We've been on here for a while. We're going to continue to stay on here for a little while longer. So drop your questions down below, and then I will also do my best that after the live I think I can go back and comment.
I believe so. We'll see. Let's go till 8 tonight. I'm definitely having a lot of fun, so I think we'll be doing this, but let's cut it at 8. So 13 minutes. Okay, I'll stop talking. And dresser I want to do, but you're way better than I would ever be. So while I gotta find questions, I'm just gonna read comments.
Okay,
sorry. Fran from Westminster, Maryland. I worked for Carroll County Schools as a kindergarten assistant for 20 years. I am a #1 fan.
Oh, #1. Wow. Who else wants to say that?
How do we prove that?
I don't know.
That's the question. We need a competition to prove that. Because I'm calling BS. Just kidding, Fran. We love you, Fran.
You're a #1 fan.
I love you guys. Greetings from Mexico. Amazing. That's so cool.
Yeah, we've reached across the globe, and the first time, I can't remember which country it was, but just hearing...
It was like Ireland.
Iceland, Ireland...
Somewhere we've never been.
Australia, Canada even. There's just so many of you guys that are from all ends of the earth, and
it's cool.
I always just get speechless, honestly.
It's super cool to know you're having that type of impact. And Logan Crew says y'all are doing great. Sorry, Logan out of the mud ministry, but shout out to Logan Crew for the compliment there. Okay. I'm binge watching your videos. Hello from AZ, fellow AZian. Can't do super chat below for us to click on. We'll figure that out next time. Sorry, guys.
I think you gotta scroll down a ways, because...
No, they make it pretty easy to figure out. I might have just pressed the wrong thing.
No, I meant you.
Oh, no.
Because we talked about super chats a while ago.
Okay, here we go. Hello from Arizona. Sorry, Arizona's close to my heart, so every time I see Arizona. Christina Muscari is here too. Love her. Okay, how long have you... I want to keep it furniture related, but how long have you two been together, Lauren and Neiman? We've kind of...
Yeah, 5 years. We met at college, and then he stayed here because our college was about an hour from here, and he is from Arizona. I know I said he's from Texas, but he lived kind of back and forth. So that's why I said that. And so he ended up staying here, and yeah, we'll see what happens from there.
You don't forget the gun to the head and hey.
I can't believe you said that.
Mom and dad. What about Nana?
Nana's coming this weekend, so hi, Nana. We'll see you on tomorrow.
I guess you saw our chairs already, but yeah, surprise!
Yeah, she saw them already because she also follows me on Instagram.
Oh,
so
that is right.
she is up with the technology.
We do post stuff on Instagram, huh?
Yeah, and Facebook. So she definitely knows how to find her way around those.
Yes. Okay, all right. Next time, remember to turn on Super Chat. We will try to make sure that happens. Hi, Lauren. Would you use Kiehl's Interior Primer, Max Stain, and Blocker for a base before using mineral paint?
Yeah, always, if you think that the stain is going to pop through, definitely use that shellac base primer. I don't know if the one that you're talking about is shellac base, but make sure your primer has the shellac base, and that way that will block those wood tannins from popping through, especially if you've got like a lighter coat of paint, like white or gray. That's when it kind of turns yellow. Sometimes you even need more than one coat of the shellac as well.
We got some advice. Stop popping your knuckles. You're going to have arthritis when you get older.
Oh, I didn't even know I was doing that, so it must have been a nervous thing.
Lauren, he is amazing. Don't know what that means, but Lauren, could you do a furniture flip with transfers? Greetings from Mexico.
Transfers. Those scare me, and I think the only reason is because I don't know. I'm not huge into design things like that. I'm just more of a plain Jane, and so I kind of put that onto other people's opinions when they're going to buy things, and I feel like the more simple things sell faster, and so that's honestly the reason why I haven't really done that yet. But I am in the works of talking to some people about trying it out, so that'll probably come maybe in August time. So
sweet.
That's something to look forward to. The stencils were like as close as I've gotten so far, and clearly Neiman hated it, so that's another reason maybe we haven't tried the transfers yet.
It was just, yeah, we'll leave it there. It's not sold. That's all I gotta say. I love you. So we have Sarah. Can Sarah DIY it? Sarah asks, will you use melange paint again soon?
Yes. Actually, the project I was working on now, today, that is going to come out on Thursday. So a week from today, I will be using melange paint again.
Cool.
Love it. If you haven't already, be sure to head over to that website, melangepaints.com, and then use my code FLIP10 because that will get you 10% off. So
boom. All right. Everybody's telling me that I need to come on, better get on it, Newman. They were really mad with me that I haven't proposed yet. They said Newman. 5 years, question mark,
I think
question
we're
mark,
pretty behind on comments.
Oh yeah, we are. Okay, Neiman, get with it, buddy. You guys see what's happening with the whole, there's a ring shortage. Nobody's talking about it, but rings are like super hard to come by, and Lauren says I can't go to the Walmart dispenser for a ring.
Let's go down so that's current.
I would say cinematography is way better than just, okay, thank you, Christina. Yeah, I that definitely hurt my heart a little bit.
I said it's decent.
Poor Neiman. Yeah, thank you, Christina S. I'm getting bullied over here. Okay, we're going to scroll down a little bit. Wow, there's so many comments. Thank you, guys. Okay, hit us with some comments, everybody. We're going to...
Some questions. I think we asked, so you got to scroll down to like
How
the
do you
bottom.
choose the pieces that you flip, asks Lindy Jaggers.
Okay, well, a lot of scrolling through Marketplace on Facebook, and then also just I really like it to be the right price. So it depends on the area, and it depends on the piece of furniture. Dressers, I tend to not spend more than $50 on unless it's like a really nice dresser, like a mid-century modern dresser. Maybe that's really flawless and doesn't need a lot of work. I would spend probably about $75 on. But $50 probably would be about my dresser max. And then if it's the particle board or things like that, I'm kind of been trying to get away from that a little bit more because I've just noticed the quality isn't bad, but it's just better when you have that solid wood. So
I haven't done any particle board lately though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're getting away from it.
Yeah.
You said kind of. I feel like we're really leaning away from it.
Yeah. Well, I guess the ones that we've done this month have pretty much all been solid wood. So
yeah, heavy.
That's true. Yeah. Too heavy, and then then there's a couple that are really heavy that are going to be happening next week. We've got 2 great dresser flips for you on Monday and Thursday next week. But anyway, basically, I try to get the least amount of work to flip because my whole goal is turnaround time. And so if I've got to fix this and fix that, like we've got a whole storage unit full of things that I've got to fix.
3 storage units.
Okay, yeah, 3.
So no, what you're saying though is like you're trying to find pieces that need the least amount of work for the greatest impact.
Yeah, impact and how much I think about how much I can sell it for as well. So obviously like something like an end table, the one that I did this month, that's not going to have as big of a profit as say a dresser would or a set of furniture. So I've got a couple sets here that I'm excited to do. Those always turn the biggest profit, honestly.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because people want that and kind of it's more of a necessity furniture as opposed to say an end table or a buffet or I can't even think of anything else right now, but a dresser and nightstands, those are just more necessary because you've got to have something to hold your clothes. So like everyone has dressers, everyone has nightstands. So
from my perspective too, how I see it is it's like going to a one-stop shop too. Like you're getting everything.
Yeah, if there's a set, that's great because also I feel like my prices, it might seem a bit higher, but you know, if you go buy these things new for an entire set, it's going to be a lot of money. We were talking to someone the other day that was like, you know, it's going to be $600 for like one piece of this set. But then I can go, or even if you want to flip your own furniture, that's going to continue to cut that down. So, yeah, dressers, nightstands, sets like that, those are what sell for me the best.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Wow. I am just baffled by all of the comments, guys. Let's see here. So many good questions and comments. I really wish we can get to all of them. Hello from a teacher in northeastern Nebraska.
3 minutes.
Yeah, we're going past 8, y'all. I'm breaking my own rule. Okay, so I think the question for me, I will go ahead and take over the reins because I want to. And I am the moderator. And I control. Okay, do you have any tips on taking the best stage photos from your point of view and Neiman as a photographer POV? Oh, so I guess it was a question for you.
Yeah, so, well, for me, he's basically taught me everything that I know about the photographing of the furniture. So I'm probably just gonna let him take that over, honestly, because he's gonna say the same things that I say. So yeah.
Okay. A bad angle for sure. All right, so my suggestions or my tips for Lauren when I was teaching her how to take photos is we just want to keep it as simple as possible. And what makes a good photo at the end of the day is lighting. And right now you can see we have a lot of soft lighting. So right now we just have a light that's bounced up at the ceiling and white reflects light very well, whereas like a darker like a blue or even a gray over here, that attracts heat. So like I'm wearing black, so that just sucks in the heat and it doesn't allow it to bounce.
The light.
The light, yeah. And so with lighting, I always tell her, go find shade. Put your piece in shade that's even, not where it's going to be shaded and then like the sun's going to be hitting this part of her face and then it'll be shaded over here, because then that just creates contrast that just isn't appealing to the eye. And so I think what a lot of good furniture flippers do is they put their piece by a window. They don't put it like in front of the window or anything like that. They just allow that window, that they allow the light that comes through the window it diffuses as soon as it hits the window, and they allow it to hit their piece and it falls across the piece of furniture really well.
So basically what he's saying is you want the soft light, you don't want the harsh sunlight hitting directly on your piece of furniture, and you want almost the daylight. The natural light is the best. And so there's a time of day that you want to do it.
Yeah.
And that also depends on where you're staging your furniture. If I was staging it right here, the sun is going to go that way. So really any time of day, as long as it's light out, is going to be fine in here. But once it hits about 5 o'clock, the sun is over there. So it's kind of shining right in that door. So that's not going to be the best time. So you're just going to have to figure out the best time for that soft, natural lighting.
My first cue for the best soft, natural lighting is sunrise. It's called golden hour in like the photographer world, but that's where the sun is up, but it's not harsh. So anywhere you go, it's near the horizon. Yeah. So the lighting, the power of the sun just isn't what it is when it is midday. So I would say 2 hours before sunset and within an hour to an hour past sunrise. Hour before sunrise, hour after sunrise. There's really nice soft light. And so just Google what your sunset and what your sunrise time is and kind of use that time metric to take good photos. But also, I would show you over here, there's a thing called diffusion. And what I do is, for a lot of our photos, I will use hard light, and this is getting really technical, so I'm going to just keep it super short, but get a white sheet and put it to the side of your piece or put it in front of your piece from wherever your light source is coming from, and just watch how that diffusion just creates a very soft light, and it goes from hard to soft. So yeah, we'll probably do a video on it at one point because it's a much easier thing to explain when I can visually show you rather than trying to... Yeah, so back to comments. Okay, we have 400 viewers at the moment.
Okay.
That's why I feel like we can't stop as long as we have people on here.
We have to. We can't be on here all night.
Christina says, you've done so... I know, I am very, very hungry. You have done so much in 7 months, such an inspiration. I'm a school secretary. I'm surprised there are any teachers left after the year we had in schools. Happy you're following your dream.
Thank you.
Let's get to your next question. Would love to be able to send a photo of a dresser to someone for an opinion on how they would do it. And that's something that we're working on currently. Facebook group.
We've got a Facebook group actually, and so we would love to kind of turn that into more of a community where you can join the Facebook group, and then it's a page though. So maybe we need to make a group. We could make a Facebook group, and then
if you guys would want us to make a Facebook group, comment down in the comments FB group.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know how much I would necessarily be able to monitor it, but you guys would definitely be able to kind of bounce ideas off of each other. I'm a part of a couple of those, and
they're helpful.
Pretty fun.
Yeah. So I've been so impressed how God has blessed you. Likewise. So when are you and your boyfriend getting married? I want to answer that. I told her we can't even consider it until we get out of parents' house. Until mom and dad's house. So we're working on that, as you guys know. So yeah, that way you guys can ease off on me. We're working on it. Christina asks, do you post your pieces anywhere else? And I'm assuming outside of Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. And would you open your Squarespace site? Do you think that's a good idea as far as a flipper and having that on their site? Is what I'm assuming.
Well, I only post mine on Facebook Marketplace right now. We've kind of had thoughts about doing Etsy, but there's a lot of moving pieces for that, so we just haven't quite nailed that down. I've done OfferUp a bit, but not a huge fan. It's kind of scammy. And then, yeah, I mean, if you know how to do the website stuff, I say go for it. And then if you want to get into the shipping of your furniture and things like that, I would say go for the website.
That's the biggest block we're having right now is that shipping.
The shipping. It's the cost. It's figuring out, it's excuses at the end of the day, but it is a lot of moving pieces. And so we're just, we love to get the content out for you guys Mondays and Thursdays. So that's just constant flips. And basically that's what we do.
I think that leads us right into our next question. Tina asks, do you paint every day now that you're not teaching?
Well, yes, but even when I was teaching, I still painted every single day. Like after school, got home, painted a piece. Maybe not all of it, but we would do 4 hours basically until dark. From 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we would flip, and that was definitely why that was a second full-time job. But yeah, Neiman said whenever he lets me paint, we paint. Sometimes we need these days to where we do like our admin work, we get back to comments and different things like that. But yeah, I try to paint every day because I like it.
Do you like the show Flea Market Flip?
Yeah, I do like that show. My mom watches it a lot.
Have you ever dealt with, or how do you respond to the why would you paint and ruin wood people? That's a great question, Sydney.
Yeah, those people, I mean, everyone's going to have their own opinion. You're never going to please everybody. So I just kind of move past the comment. Generally, I won't paint a piece that has that wood unless there's like damage unless I would have to restore it. I am not a restoration woodworker. I don't restore wood things, and I just basically ignore it at one point. You can't please everybody, and if they're gonna say things like that, then just move on past.
And I think that's why it's important to have like knowing of the mission that somebody is on as an individual, because we do receive some nasty comments, but I feel personally it's easy for us to look past those because we know our intentions, we know what we're out to do and the impact we want to have on the world, and it makes it kind of easy to get past those comments.
And right now, a lot of people are more interested in those brighter painted pieces of furniture as opposed to a wood piece of furniture, and I think that the wood will come back around, and there are a select few that like that, but I also enjoy keeping some wood elements along with painting too. And it's not that I'm like, oh, I don't like wood, I like to paint only. I like to try to keep that, like with that top drawer, I just wanted to keep that wood grain. It was really pretty, so things like that.
I think that leads in perfect to Nancy Ryan's comment, who says, she's at work, some furniture was pulled from the trash to be repurposed. You have been an inspiration to me, so I volunteered to take it home to fix it up. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that have bulk trash pickup days, and I'm so jealous that we don't have that around here. There's never any furniture on the sides of the roads.
Don't say never. We've picked up your workbench off the side.
That wasn't furniture.
You've really grown in your YouTube presence. Hi from Ireland. It's 1:28 a.m. here. Shout out to
Wow,
C.
thanks for staying up for us for our live.
Let's see. Tina says, do you ever repaint a piece because you didn't like the first color you chose?
I have not done that.
Might be happening on that dining room set, though.
But it's not because I didn't like it. I haven't. No, I have not done that.
No, yeah, it's as simple as it is. I know Christina, that just sticks out to me, but I think she didn't do it because she didn't like it. It just wasn't selling, so she ended up repainting it, if I remember correctly.
And that makes for some good, if there's a painted on piece, to show you guys how to remove the paint. I have not gotten into that yet. Again, I'm more of the quick.
Yep. Love garage sales. A lot of people out here loving garage sales. Us too.
We talked about garage sales a long time ago.
I know.
Can you just...
But I don't want to ignore the questions that are over here. Okay,
but we opened up questions, so scroll down to the questions.
What are popular paint colors and why are they popular?
Well, it depends on your area. I know people say that a lot, but it truly does, and it depends on the person. Neutrals are always a safe bet, and then, you know, the bolder colors, those are going to be people that are wanting to go more bold with those accent pieces in their home. So I'd say that olive greenish color is pretty in right now. Anything mid-century, so like terracotta and like yellows, golds, things like that. Those are mid-century. They're just in right now.
Terry Duca says, what about your items in the restore? Did they sell?
Yeah, so that was that vintage buffet, the green one, that finally sold. It sold on Facebook Marketplace, and we went and delivered it, but we don't have anything in there right now. We'll see if we put something else in there or not. Not quite sure yet.
Yeah, it just, and the reason why is it might not be the demographic for the price range. Like, we love the concept of being able to help.
Not very many people know about that place, and
yeah.
so that's also difficult.
For sure. The exposure is limited there. Do you find there is a good finish to keep paint from chipping in high-use homes? Sometimes I think the raw wood would be easier to maintain versus having to touch up the paint so often. Any thoughts?
Yeah, so that's why I always say that, even though I don't enjoy doing it, but the top coats, having one or two top coats on there and then letting it fully cure is going to, I mean, like I said, this kitchen table, we've had it for a year and there's nothing wrong with it. And I put 2 or 3 top coats on it because I knew it was going to be pretty high traffic being a kitchen table. And so I'd say as long as you put the right top coats on your furniture, or you make sure that if you're buying from someone else that they've put top coats on there. And also I think that also comes into using the correct paint, because in my opinion, I don't think that I would use wall paint on furniture. Because it's just not meant for it. It's meant for walls, and that's the purpose. And then for furniture paint, there's so many companies out there that have made furniture paint specific for furniture, mostly the mineral paints, the ceramic based paints, things like that. So that's my opinion on that.
Sylvie asks, did you find a trick to wash your sprayer and put less time on it?
No. I'm not, I just basically take my hose and spray everything out. So I don't bring it inside and do the sink because that's gonna spray all over. So I've just been using my hose. I just cracked my fingers again.
Plus, it's probably not good for the pipes.
That'll be fine.
Deal with that when it comes. Stephanie Rodriguez says, how do you know what sells around your area? I'm just trying to start out with furniture flipping.
Yeah, I mean, you've just got to feel it out. You've just got to start, and if you list something for a certain price and it goes like that with tons of inquiries, list it higher next time. If it sits on there for a bit longer than you'd like, maybe try lowering the price next time. Just feeling it out, trial and error. Same with color choice as well.
Summer slowdown is typical. Yes, summer slowdown. I know we're still behind, but it's just how it goes. I have a question about the Dixie Belle Mini Angle Brush. First time using it, and the bristles are clumping together. Any ideas or suggestions?
I'm not quite sure what you mean is they're clumping together.
Okay.
So, I mean, it shouldn't do that. I don't exactly know what that means.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Andy, Tom, maybe try to clarify your question down, and we'll ask it a different way, and we'll see if we can.
Yeah.
Andy Thompson asks, how do you get antique dresser drawers to slide better without a track?
Oh, so I use Big Mama's Butter or any furniture wax, and I put that on the edges. I've done a couple of videos about that, or not about it, but it has that in there, and that'll help them slide really easily. Wax.
Okay, I am planning on, I just scrolled all the way down, so sorry if we didn't get to your question there. You can try asking it again and we'll try to get to it, but how long do you let different top coats cure? Also, if you're reading the comment later, thanks for staying on for as long as you did.
On the jar, it usually tells you how long it needs to cure. So I think usually it's anywhere from 7 to like 30 days. Usually I'd say around 21 days you'll be good. I try to tell my clients or my customers who pick them up that about 21 days, 2 to 3 weeks.
380 watching, only 176 thumbs ups. Emmer Henry says, thumbs up, people. That's what I'm talking about, Emmer. Give us some thumbs up, like this video, share it, or why would we ever want to do a live again? You know, like, gosh, guys.
Yeah, if you want us to do a live again, like this video down below.
We did get a lot of comments for FB groups, so that's something we will definitely have to look into.
Okay, so like FFT groupies.
Whoa.
FFT furniture flippers. Oh, furniture flipping teacher, furniture flipping students. I'm not the first one who said that.
You hit that home, huh?
Like furniture flipping teacher.
FFT classroom.
Oh, that's very good.
She does the lip, guys. She knows that's the yeah.
We'll see.
Alright, it is 8:16. We're having a blast, guys, but we're gonna answer just a few more questions here, and then we are gonna
have some pizza.
Papa John's?
This is our favorite pizza. We eat it like at least once a week, but probably more.
Let's not forget Go Suns. Sorry, I just needed to put that out there. Also, I need your guys' help in getting Lauren to buy me tickets to one of the finals games.
Move on. Okay, they don't want to hear about it. They want to hear about furniture. I hope Mom and Dad ordered us pizza.
Karen, I don't want Little Caesars. Karen Towery says, I want to tell you about my slightly backward journey, a flipper before I was a teacher. May I email you? Yes, email us, furnitureflippingteacher@gmail.com.
Yep. Love to hear it.
What is your favorite zebra paintbrush? I just got a set of 4 and I'm excited to try them.
I like the 2-inch angled chisel brush, I believe it is. It's the thicker one, and that's my favorite.
In the episode where you did a makeover on the cedar chest, what was the product you used to get rid of the water damage?
Okay, so I didn't get rid of the water damage, but I covered it with the Dixie Belle's Boss in the color clear. So it's going to be clear, and basically that prevented it blocked that stain. So it prevented it from popping through the stain. So that was a good one. Definitely check that video out.
Yeah, great question. That was a fun video and a fun commission. What is the next bright color you want to try on a dresser? Rapid fire. Let's go
yellow.
Rapid fire. Yellow. Okay.
Gold yellow.
Will we have access to the minimalist t-shirts you have worn in past videos? It looks like it is stitched. Not too sure which one she's talking about.
Are you talking about the furniture flipping teacher ones? Because if so, yes, we plan on that eventually, having those available for you guys. Not stitched, though.
Yeah. Where in Arizona? I am from Glendale, Peoria area. You always see the good and bad in the... You always seem to let your viewers see the good and bad in the process. Thanks for keeping it real.
Yeah, of course. I want you guys to see the full transparency. Even when I drop the paint and it splatters all over my face or the dresser falls on my head, you guys can see it all because I know it happens to you guys, so I'm not going to cover it up.
Facts. Ariana says, I feel like the farmhouse is kind of going out of style, taking a bit to sell.
Yeah, we had a poll about that on our Instagram, and it was I think it's about 50-50, and I think it's totally up to where you live. Some people still love it. Some people are trying to go a little bit more modern farmhouse into the modern. So I don't know, our coffee table sold in 2-3 hours, but it was also pretty cheap. So cheap priced, not cheap.
Great question here by Martha Gomez. How do you decide when you break up a set?
If I think that I can get more of a profit with breaking things up, then I will. So, I'm trying to think of one that I broke up.
Well, just the mint juleps.
Yeah, so the mint juleps, I thought I wanted to do 2 separate colors on those, and then it ended up, being different because they wanted that to be the same color, but I thought that if I did the mint julep, I could get, so I got $275 out of that one. Well, then I got $350 out of that one. Whereas, so that's a total of can't do math, but I think $625 together for both of them. But like together, if I sold them as a set without nightstands, I do not think I could get more than $600 for them. I probably have to list them at about $400 like together. So the profit margins, I think, kind of helps me decide that.
All right. How close are you to a down payment on a house? Asks Heather Lewis.
Well, we've got in May and June. Those are the months that right? I think May and June are the months that we put toward our down payment.
In April.
Yeah. So we are from last month it was around $3,000. This month it was around $17,000. So we're at about $5,000-ish that we've got. And I mean, we don't know what house we're going to be getting. So we don't know how much that's going to cost us. We don't know how much of a down payment we've got to get. We're just going to continue to save up for that.
Yeah, we have no intentions of purchasing a house in the near future because of the fact that, you guys know, the housing market is absolutely insane right now. And so we wouldn't dare over purchase or buy a house for over asking.
And we would also love to get a house that's kind of somewhat of a fixer-upper, not anything too crazy, but enough to where we can build equity into the house. And so right now is just not the time to do that because you're already going to be losing a lot of your equity because things are going for so far over the asking. So
yeah, and I wanted to hop in because somebody asked about editing tips for video, so I just wanted to throw out to keep it simple and keep it engaging and keep a good pace to it. And I think that's something that I had to figure out not early on, but I've been figuring out as we have gone, just due to your guys' feedback. It's been so helpful to be able to read your comments and to know when you guys think that she's talking too slow or when we're putting in too much slow-mo or...
I don't think they would think there's too much slow-mo.
Yeah, they do love the slow-mo. But no, the comments have been really helpful in helping find that pace. And it's crazy because I never thought in my wildest imagination that people would watch 30, 40-minute YouTube videos. But I think that is the importance of telling a story in each episode from beginning to end and just showcasing the transparency, the ups and the downs of a furniture flip. Like, I think people discredit the process and think that they see the video, and I just hope that I do a good job on showing that it is a process. It is not easy. And sure, some months she does make good profits, sometimes she doesn't, but she works her tail off for that money. And so I just hope through the process of the video, we show a good story. We show the story of this piece.
Yeah. Mom was telling me one time when she was out there watching me work, she's like, wow, it just feels like it takes so long in real time because those videos are just 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and it's so... quick, but you know, most flips probably take, unless they're
Span
like
days.
1-day flips,
Yeah.
it's probably a total of 6 to 8 hours on average. And it obviously depends if I'm just doing one dresser, if I'm doing a set, if I'm doing something a little that needs a little bit more work, things like that. But
Yeah.
you know, I hope that you guys know that the videos are meant to show the whole process, but it's also not to show you guys that it's easy. I know it can probably look that way sometimes because it's a video, and so.
But I think it becomes easy because, not easy, but it always takes time. There's always time.
Yeah.
But she's established, and you guys see the rhythm in our videos. There's systems. Like, she's always getting the piece. She takes off the hardware. She cleans. So those things remain the same, but in between those steps, there's things that pop up. But also, it just takes time to do those things. But she's established a really solid set of systems and procedures that she goes through for every piece. And I think that's important, especially if you're wanting to start a business, because what those systems and processes, those ensure quality.
Mm-hmm.
And that quality that she's ensuring to the client then is received as they love their piece, but then they're going to pass the word along. They're going to spread her name, and then that word of mouth business comes, and that's how we build a business. That's how it goes. So video editing, also lighting. I'm telling you, no matter what you do, photo, video, whatever else you might want to do, consider the lighting of the situation, because lighting is make or break for visual. Okay,
we're just about finished up here.
a few more questions.
A few more questions. We'll go for about 5 more minutes here.
She said it, guys. She said it. She
What
is
I
ready.
say.
Furniture flipping fans. Yes, FFF fans. Do you try to keep the videos at a certain time limit? Can you share more of the numbers from YouTube, what you guys are getting paid? So the time limit question, we don't really set a time limit.
Yeah, we just kind of, we have the process of what the flip takes, and so if it's a one-step product, the video is only going to be about 20 minutes. But if it's a set, like the French Provincial, those are going to be much longer videos because they take me a lot longer. So a one-step furniture flip might take me 4 to 5 hours, whereas those bigger ones are going to take me 15 hours. So we want to try to get all of those steps in the video. So that's why they kind of last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then as far as the YouTube numbers, we were sharing those with you guys because they were going straight toward my student loan debt. And now that we're kind of doing our business thing, we haven't really ironed out the best way to continue sharing those with you guys. So
Yeah.
possibly at the end of the year, but we haven't really ironed that out yet.
Yeah. So do you prefer Fusion Mineral Paint or Dixie Belle Paint?
I've only used Fusion once, so I don't feel like I have the best feel for it yet. I love Dixie Belle's paint, silk and chalk paint, but again, I want to use Fusion more, and they're different too. Fusion is not a chalk paint, so if you're going for chalk paint, that's Dixie Belle or other paints, but between those two, Fusion is more of an acrylic-based paint.
Awesome. How hard is the editing process? It is not hard. It is
Time-consuming.
tedious and time-consuming, but once you get your flow down and your rhythm and you know how you edit and how your videos look, it does become a lot easier. But yeah, it's just with anything worth it. It takes time, and you got to put in the time to reap the rewards. So let's go. What is your favorite paint and sealer? Can we answer that? We can't say that.
I mean,
we don't have a favorite.
They're all just so different, you guys. So I could say this is my favorite, this is my favorite, this is my favorite, but these paint companies, they've got completely different formulas. So one is a little bit more thinned out, one is a little bit more thick, one has a top coat included, one has a primer included. Like, there's so many different qualities that are different that I can't choose a favorite because they're just different.
Yep. So how you need to have the option if people want to give you more money during your lives to buy more furniture, more content. All right, let's do. Okay, we're gonna limit it.
Here, real quick though, if you wanted to do a super chat, we've also got a buy me a coffee, which should be down in the description. So if you really feel inclined right now and you're bummed that our super chats weren't on because we didn't know how to do that, you can buy us a coffee over there, or I'm pretty sure my Venmo name's down there as well. So
sweet.
If you want to, but you don't have to.
Somebody said was late to the stream, was at the thrift store haggling for this lovely nightstand.
Love it.
Acceptable.
Haggle like. Yeah, and we're still on here.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I didn't think it was gonna last this long.
I did not either.
We've gotten some great questions.
For sure. Great job, y'all, for the first live. Now let mom and dad back in.
All right, we got 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Let's do 2 more questions.
All right. Gotta find them now. More content, fixing a house. I am planning on my first trial item. I have a particle board table that has, I guess, a plate-sized water damage spot under that sticker like finish. Will chalk paint work without showing, or do you still sand it?
Yes, so sand that down. I've done a few particle board ones. I'm pretty sure one of them's titled that, or laminate, but yes, go ahead and sand that down and then prime. You might still be able to see it, but just try to get that as smooth as possible. And then that's kind of up to your discretion if you think it's fine or not.
Okay, 2 more. We're gonna X-nay. I want to end with 2 things. Your parents are saints. By the way, giving their garage up and watching from the driveway. Let's give it up for Lauren's parents.
Let's give it up for my parents. They have been our biggest supporters. So, I mean, yeah, the garage alone, them, cooking dinner for us. When I was in the thick of things for teaching and flipping, my mom would cook dinner for us. My dad would grill for us a lot, just a ton of different things that I'm not even going to get into that they've helped us out with, and they've just been our biggest supporters. So definitely drop it down in the comments. Say thanks to mom and dad. You guys have seen them a couple of times.
No doubt. Okay, and then the last mention, where was it? You've been at this live a long time. Both of you look exhausted. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Definitely tired. I was up till 3 editing, and yeah, it's been a long day, hot day. I love your personality. You're entertaining and do great work.
Aww.
I'll end it with this. Martha Gomez asks, same time next month.
Same time next month. We plan our content out like weekly, but sort of monthly. So we haven't really talked about August 1st yet, or the first Monday or Thursday in August, but we'll definitely consider it. We'll check out the comments down below and see if that's what you guys want. And if it is, drop it down below. See if we should do another live. So thank you guys all so much for being here. Our first live, I think, was a pretty good success. Honestly, it feels like it's only been 20 minutes, but it's been an hour and a half. So if you've been here the whole time, thank you so much for doing that. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the beginning, but we will have that ironed out next time. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. See you on the flip side.